the adventure where you become a valiant knight on a quest to rescue the fair princess from the clutches of an evil dragon.
What's up?
How's it going,
How's it going, everyone?
Welcome, iiRcadians.
I'm glad we had that 90 seconds to get ready. I was having weird audio things going on during that countdown. I'm like freaking out over here. Like,
iiRcadians, assemble!
Assemble! We got everybody in the chat tonight. We got Mitchell B. We got Retro Arcade Music Man. We have How to Bachelor.
How to Bachelor.
Yeah.
Console
Jen
Fanboy.
J10, Console Fanboy, Made in Canada, Gamers Effects. We've got everybody that's important. I think we literally have all the important people. We're good. Look at that. Console Fanboy, Brad, happy you're alive.
I'm happy to be alive, so.
That is true. Yes, we've all been dealing with sicknesses and stuff. Look at that shirt.
Fun.
Look at Mikey's. He made a t-shirt with Jong's face on it.
Well, the missus made it. I got to give her all the credit.
Let's feed the stereotypes. All right, Mikey, show us that shirt. What do you got going on here? There you go. I love it. What's it say? What's it say?
What's it say on there?
Jong the party animal, of course.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, party animal. Jong is awesome.
Well, we got, you know what we got with us today? We got Papa Brad's, we got Rainwater Games, CT Jason down below me, and over there we got Mikey J Productions.
Yes, sir. All right, so let's we're gonna start this out by talking about DK. He decided that he didn't no longer wanted to be a full-time member of the show and decided to step away, but he is going to continue to be part of the iiRcadian family, and we hope he brings some content to us so we can keep entertaining you guys, because he tells amazing stories, and we love you, DK, and we hope to see you again real soon.
We love that guy. Everybody should subscribe to him so you can catch his content. He's got another channel too that he's doing now, a brand new one. What's it called? Play it forward. So you guys should check out that too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and you can win some cool stuff too. They got contests and giveaways. It's awesome.
Yep.
And
all right. But we brought CT Jason with now. Okay, CT Jason. If you're gonna be one of the four squares here, like, are you at home? Are you in your arcade today?
Yeah, matter of fact, I am. You know what? I think it's about time. Yeah, I'll turn on my camera.
Turn on
my camera. Give me a second.
Jason, you got to be kidding me.
Hold on, everybody. Don't turn it on. I don't think anyone's seen your face. I mean, maybe some of us have seen your face, but look, nobody's seen
Welcome to
CT Jason. But here we are. Is this going to be CT Jason's reveal? Oh, Mikey's like,
yes, I'm ready. Okay. I'm ready to show y'all. You ready?
I've seen the man behind the mask.
I'm ready. Is the,
All right, let
is
me
the
turn
chat
it on.
ready? Hold on,
Hold on
wait,
a
wait.
second.
Ask the chat. Is the chat ready? Are you guys ready for CT Jason to turn on his
It doesn't
webcam?
matter if they're ready. I'm ready. Let's turn it on.
Okay.
There it is. Hey, what's up, everybody?
What is this?
I'm just sitting back chilling and shit. Oh, excuse my language. I'm sorry.
He's chilling in his arcade with the
Eat
mask
that out
on.
later.
That's you got a little some dirt on there. Is there blood on your shirt there? I don't know. Hold on.
Don't worry about what that's
I
catching.
can't.
It's catching.
No, that's make him full screen. I can't.
Put me in your hand. What's wrong? What's so funny?
Oh my goodness. Okay, man.
I'm ready. Let's start the show. Y'all ready?
The chat is exploding, man.
What's the problem, folks?
I think Console Fanboy says he got rickrolled.
So what's your favorite game in there, Jason? What do you get down on?
I don't have a favorite game. I like to play a little bit of everything. It all depends on what I'm in the mood for.
I got you.
I like it all.
Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys are too good. That is so funny. Well, okay, so when we get to talk, so we have the private chat that we talk ideas for the show and all this. And CT Jason's like, he's getting concerned, right? He's getting concerned that he doesn't even know how to say it right. So he made a video. I don't know if you guys saw this on his channel. He already posted this up. But can we play this video of this? I just thought this was hilarious.
Yeah, people need to know. People messing up out there, me included. I'm not trying to have all that. We need to play.
Okay, let's play the video. Oh, you know what? Hey, we also got this cool. We didn't even play this.
You didn't get the one with the music.
Oh yeah, the one with the, I told CT Jason I want to have it animated and I want fireworks, and he just kept doing it. Like, well, you want this? Okay, you want fireworks? You got this? All right. Anyway, here's a public service announcement from CT Jason.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, CT Jason. And today, I got something very important to go over. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there, including myself, that say iiRcade wrong. iiRcade Games. We'll buy some iiRcade games. You know what I'm saying? I can't help it. You know, it's just what it looks like. So we're going to go over the proper enunciation so you can get it right and so I can get it better. Here we go. The easiest way to think about how to say it is you cover up that one eye right there so you don't sound like a pirate. You know, aye, Captain, no. You cover up that eye and right there, iiRcade. That's it. Just imagine one eye. Why is there two eyes? I don't know. I didn't make that stuff up. But that's just how it is. So now you know. Say it. iiRcade. iiRcade. Same thing with the I. See, I didn't mess up right there. Same thing with the iiRcadians. Just like that. The more you know.
I guess our show's over.
Whoops! That get thrown
It's
in
a wrap.
there.
Thanks for coming.
That's good stuff. At least now we know how to say it right.
Yeah. The more you know.
The
So-
more
Knowing
you
is
know.
half the battle.
So last week we had an awesome show, which I'm sure you guys all heard about it because we blasted it out like nobody's business, that everybody would know about it. But it was pretty awesome. We're not gonna like show you guys the whole it was like over 2 hours, I think. Don't you think it was like it was about 2 hours.
2 hours and 2 minutes to be exact.
But we were able to reveal the Bobby Voo's iiRcade Nexus and it was just gorgeous. It was awesome. There were surprises. There were one more things. There were all kinds of giveaways. And then, of course, it was given to Jong as a gift, which was super classy and super fun. So we put together just a very short recap just a short little recap, just in case you guys missed it last week. This is just a little recap of what happened last week. Take a look.
The iiRcade Nexus. Let me show you.
That's so awesome!
Give a shout out to Kyo Daikin. He's the one that made this video of editing all this video. It's from Kyo Daikin, guys. Give him a shout out.
Yeah, congrats.
Kyo, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
Kyo
Kyo
too,
Daikin.
man.
John, are you ready?
I'm always ready.
Hold up.
One more
I'm
thing.
kind of thirsty. I need some happy juice. Hold on a second.
Oh my god!
He just lost his.
iiRcade together.
That's awesome!
There you go.
Oh my god!
Good happy
It's
birthday.
full of happy juice.
It's full of.
There you go.
That's awesome! That's awesome!
Let me open this. Hold on a second.
Oh my god!
You didn't see that coming, did you?
Beautiful. It's awesome. That is awesome, bro. Love it.
Yeah.
We'll drink to that.
John, you are the nicest CEO I've ever met. You communicate. You interact with the community. Okay, John? Now, for that to die for, a gift to you.
What?
So, John, will sit. Please
Let's do it.
accept this gift.
What?
It's for
You're
you.
so lucky.
It's
No.
for you, buddy.
Please accept the gift.
Good job.
Thank
That's right.
Are you serious? Oh my
Yeah.
god! I don't deserve this. Oh my
I
god!
do this for you, man. That's what
That's it's you,
He's-
John.
Oh
You,
my
you
God, you didn't
represent
have to. Oh my
iiRcade
God.
in a respectful way.
Oh
You
my
took
God.
care of your family.
We came together, Jung, and we want to do this for you. We want to say thank you, and we appreciate you and iiRcade, you making this amazing machine, and you're so down to earth. This guy is a real man.
Yeah.
Very nice,
John.
very kind. Bobby, you are amazing as well, man. you have this vision, you put things together, and we all just wanted to be a part of it because we are true fans. We are iiRcadians. This is what we are about, man. We shut up, we play, we love this company. Yes. And we just want to say thank you, bro, for making this amazing machine. I can't do nothing but say
thank you for your support. Thank you for your support. And we went through our journey to build John a dream cat.
That's a wrap. Yes. Thanks for watching.
So instead of countdowns, we're gonna fool you guys with those today.
Yeah, I mean, we're all iiRcadians. I mean, this is the iiRcadians fan show. I mean, we're just we want to remind everyone this show, it's not about like Jeff or me or Mikey or CT Jason. And we want to bring more people in. We want the community to be involved in the show. So if you're interested in having a segment on iiRcadians, just contact one of us, and we'll work with you to get you on iiRcadians. But we definitely want to make this a community show, and this was just a thank you video to all the people that had really helped us make the show so far. And I just want to say thank you. And I would like to introduce our next community member that's going to have an awesome video for us. How to Bachelor.
Yeah.
And thank you.
As soon as I find the video, it's on.
It's there.
Hold on, let me find. Oh, Mug Smasher.
All right, hello and welcome. Ryan Stratton here, your host of How to Bachelor, and here I am going to be talking about the iiRcade Game of the Week, aka Mug Smashers, aka Two Dudes, Awesome Pants. A bit of like 1970s nostalgia here. Now, granted, this is a 1990s beat 'em up game that was made by a couple different companies depending on where it was released. I want to say Electronic Devices and 3D Games. And I mean, look at this. You got the red hair, you got the ginger, you got the black dude in some suspenders and no shirt. It's got like a little bit of a kind of comic theme, but basically these dudes want to save the Popo lady. And sorry for the like little glitches on the video. That is because I was daisy chaining a capture card all the way from across the room. So that's why that was, and it was also recorded to my gaming PC and not my streaming PC. So sorry about that. But as you see, you know, you just be beating down folks. There you got Machete throwing around a thing, doing a little Tasmanian devil action. This game is just like stupid fun. I mean, at first glance, it does look booty souffle, but I mean, and just the beatdown that you can put on these mother flowers. People coming out of the woodwork, you know. You got some poison there, you want to kind of avoid that. You can pick up like some guns and go pew 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 onto people. That special move that you could do will use up some of your health. And being that's on the iiRcade and you're not dropping any dollar bills or them quarters, and you know, you could just spam credits all day. I tend to spam that special move periodically, because like you can, and it's, you know, it's just like stupid fun. So one of the cool things is that I don't want to say it's after each boss, but maybe it can be like there's little bonus levels that you do where like you gotta hit a punching bag, beat some dudes up in an elevator, which of course Captain America later stole. Or, you know, beat down like arcade machines and such. Nice little game stuff. As you see, you can pick up objects throughout the world, and it's not as much like Captain America and the Avengers arcade game where a Coke can is stronger than Captain America's shield. So, you know, that was pretty hokey. But yeah, you know, Danny Trejo, he gets a lot of scenes in here. He's the dude with a little knife, as I like to call machete. Now here's the first boss, Big Man. With a lot of these bosses, you gotta kind of like whittle them down to even start getting that health bar to go down. Not so much with Big Man, he's kind of a pushover. There you see, you can pick up some Academy Awards and Golden Globes throughout. Some start off gold, some go to silver. So it's always good to pick up yourself an Academy Award. You know, a lot of people work their whole lives for it, and here they just basically give it to you. And here is going to be one of the first of those bonus levels. So here you see, literally you're just spamming the A button, and my hand slips off it a couple times. But yeah, Mug Smashers, really great game, really great beat 'em up. I recommend everyone checking it out. I will see you on the next one. Later.
Yeah, how to bash.
All right.
That guy cracks me up.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. You crack me up, How to Bachelor, when I listen to you talking about your mother flowers and stuff. It's good stuff. So the whole Nexus thing, I got to tell you guys something funny. So the guy, we posted this out on like all the different Facebook groups, and there was one guy who saw it on the Canadian Facebook group page, and he thought that it was something specifically for Canadians. It's because he was asking, he's like, well, what is this? And he's like, oh, I didn't look at it because I thought it was only for Canadians. So I made this little thumbnail to because I'm a troll, you know. So yep, it's the iiRcade Canada edition. It comes with maple syrup. But I gotta say, Bobby Vu is he's always working on some kind of project. He's a master, and I found out he's got a new project coming out. I don't know if he wants me to talk about this, but I have actually a leaked picture of his newest project. It's called the iiBox, and a prototype photo got leaked out. So here it is, guys. The iiBox.
I like it.
Bobby's probably mad that I showed that. Now I'm sure the final version isn't going to be cardboard, but you know, I don't know. Like this is Bobby Vu's quality is a lot better than that, but I'm not quite sure what this is going to end up being. But that's the iiBox. So maybe Bobby will give us some info here in the chat. I saw him in there earlier. So yeah, where's your webcam, CT? Turn your webcam on.
There we go.
There he is.
Sorry about that.
He's trying to hide from us. You got the mask on already. We still can't see you.
He's always lurking around. You never know what he's up to.
Don't worry. I'm
We had
here.
a couple of games. Oh, no, we had a game launch this week. Did you guys try the new game?
Not me.
You haven't tried it yet? The Moto Racing GT?
Yeah, I tried it. I liked it.
I keep saying I'm going to play it. I've been so stinking busy. Every day, I'm like, well, I'm going to download it and play it tonight. And then, I'm going to say it again. I'll download and play it tonight, but I haven't got a chance to yet.
Yeah, it's got like so much stuff to unlock. That's what I like about it. Like when you play, you just keep unlocking things.
Like what kind of stuff are you like new tires, like upgrades?
All
to your
kinds
bike
of different motorcycles. You can be like a mountain bike. You can do all kinds of stuff. It's pretty cool. I call it like a death simulator because usually I end up wheeling into the back of cars and different things. It's one of those games where you got to try to get your motorcycle close to things, you kind of weave in and out of traffic.
How do the controls feel out of Brad?
They felt good. I think it plays really good.
And did you try the dual stick?
What's that other game that we just
I used
got
the buttons.
recently? Emoji Music. It's like Emoji Music but with motorcycles, right?
Huh.
Like you're going. Is that a weird comparison? Probably. Never mind. Just forget I said that. That makes no sense. Have you tried it, Mikey?
No, I have not tried it yet. My wallet, ever since Christmas, I open it up and like some moths fly out. So, but having said that, I am interested in the dual stick controls. I'm really excited that they went that route. So, yeah, like I'm really looking forward to giving it a try. Eventually with there. But as far as new game discussions that have happened of late, I want to talk about Montezuma's Revenge. Now,
your webcam's getting in the way, CT.
Yeah, that webcam.
I wanted to still with him. Sorry about that.
Montezuma's Revenge. Yes, that was. It was not launched, but it was announced.
Right. Well, and I want to start by saying that I'm personally not a big fan of Animal Crossing, but put down in the chat if you are. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a fan of Animal Crossing. And I bet that there's a lot of people out there that are a big fan of it. And I have a Nintendo Switch, and I'm okay with it being on there. My wife and kids, they play it like crazy. So that's kind of like my first thing on it. And then my second thing is that when it comes to games that maybe weren't from your time, your particular time, that they still deserve a certain amount of respect. And I mean, take for example, I know everybody loves Marvel vs. Capcom 2. A lot of people say it's the greatest fighting game of all time and whatnot. Now, a kid that's in high school or something right now, if they grew up on Minecraft, Fortnite, Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption, games of that caliber. And so when they go back and look at Marvel vs. Capcom 2, as much as us all old fogies love that game, to them, it's like us going back and looking at Pong. It's not really impressive if we're really honest about it. But it's impressive to the generation that it came up in. And that's, I think, important to realize when you're talking about a game like Montezuma's Revenge. And to help illustrate that, I've made a little video. So let's go ahead and play that now.
I wasn't ready for this. Jeff, wake up, Jeff.
When the Montezuma's Revenge arrived on the Atari 2600, it was a breath of fresh air for that system at the time. It was a far more advanced platformer than just about anything that had been released on the system up until that time. I actually stumbled across this game through the emulation scene when I was getting games for my 2600 emulators, and I was shocked at how complex and advanced this game was for an Atari 2600 game. So much so that it actually received an update for the Sega Master System a few years later with updated graphics, as you can see here. So when I saw that it was actually coming to the iiRcade, I was super excited. But so much so that when I first became interested in the iiRcade and I was researching things and I saw the Sydney Hunter cabinet, I always thought to myself, I wonder if Jong knows about Montezuma's Revenge, because this would be a great game to be on the iiRcade platform, because it is a historically significant game. This game predates Super Mario Brothers, and you can see a lot of the elements in it that we later see in later platformers, especially Super Mario Brothers. And because of that historical significance, I think the game deserves respect. It is up there with Dragon's Lair and Double Dragon as an historically significant game. And you can see the footage here. They've updated and made the classic retro stuff looks nothing like the Atari 2600 footage I showed you earlier. It's been completely revamped, and then they got the modern updates as well. So it's basically like two brand new games over the original versions. And so that's why I am super excited that it is becoming here on the iiRcade platform. And I think that as a community we need to embrace it, and it would be great if we saw more modern updates like this. So I can't wait to play Montezuma's Revenge here on the iiRcade, coming soon. I'm excited, and you guys should be as well.
And one final thing before I pass the baton to the rest of you guys. I just want to say, Robert Yeager, I believe that's how you pronounce your name. You are more than welcome to come on our program at any time to talk about Montezuma's Revenge. We would love to have you on, and it's an open invite, my friend.
Oh yeah, Montezuma's Revenge, man. It's got rolling skulls. How cool is that?
Yeah,
They got
cool
some respect on it.
Yeah, I know. I saw your respect on it in your comments there, CTJs. that showed up in the video too.
Yeah, I'm just calling it how I see it. That's what it looked like. I ain't never seen the game before in my life.
I don't think I played this when I was a kid, but this looks really cool. And somebody pointed out, I think it looks like Sydney Hunter, and I agree. It does look a lot like Sydney Hunter, and the music is awesome on this. What do you think about this, Brad? What do you think?
Oh, I think it's great, man. I'm stoked for it. I mean, I played it on the Atari computers, and I loved it. I mean, it was a great game, and for its time, it was incredible. So to see it re-released in a much sharper, cooler version, I'm 100% down for it. I'm a huge fan of Atari, so like for me, this is like retro nostalgia for me, and I'm excited about it. I remember the game when it originally came out from Parker Brothers, and they advertised the game always in the back of Marvel comic books. It was always on the back page on Marvel comic books, and so it's kind of cool. But I'm excited about it.
What were you gonna say, Mikey?
Well, I was just gonna say, I mean, I'm not gonna blow smoke up, anyone's behind here and say that it's better than Super Mario Brothers. I mean, it's not. I mean, I haven't played the new version, but I mean, I'm talking about the old versions that I showed in the video. But it was definitely when they write the history books of video games and they go to the section on platforming video games, like the influence that game had on Super Mario Brothers is undeniable. And so that's why it is a big game in historic significance, But I saw something in the chat that I was going to talk about with Moto Z to kind of switch topics on you guys real quick. But people were talking about the Switch version. And so I wanted to take a little. I got on my Switch. This is not good footage here. I apologize, but here it is, and you can see Moto Rush GT $1.99, and it is 86% off, and the normal price is $14.99. So I just wanted to clarify that for everybody that yes, it is cheap on the Switch right now, but it's a sale, and companies have sales. It happens.
Hey, real quick about that Montezuma's Revenge. Yesterday, I told you earlier, I've never seen that game before in my life. And I learned a lot yesterday. He told me everything, the history about the game. He showed me both releases coming out to the iiRcade. I think I'm going to check it out. If it's the right price, I'll buy it.
Well, there you have it from the man himself.
That's how I feel about it. As far as that Moto GT, even though you can play it on the Switch, I still want to try it on the iiRcade. I got a Switch for other games. I don't got it for that. I want to try it on the iiRcade. It looks like the graphics can handle it. I'm going to buy it if it's the right price.
So CT Jason's hilarious, you guys. When we started talking about right after this game got announced, I'd say for the most part, most people were pretty excited about it. Most people thought this was going to be a good thing. It was a pretty positive response. There were a few people out there in the community that kind of had a little bit sour about it for whatever reason. And let's just say I was like in one. Was I in a mood or something? But I kind of got on my soapbox a little bit, and CT Jason stepped up and decided he wanted to clip my audio, and the
man was preaching. I had to show what I seen in my head on screen. You need to play.
All right. Well, this is what CT Jason edited from my audio from this. Here we go. Well, here's my thought. This is a game that you're not going to see on Arcade 1-Up. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't the kind of stuff that they go after. So if you're looking for the types of titles that Arcade 1-Up is going to get, if you're looking for Killer Instinct, if you're looking for Time Crisis, if you're looking for Daytona USA, these are probably going to be things you're going to see on Arcade 1-Up. You know what I mean? Arcade 1-Up isn't going to get Montezuma's Revenge. Like, they wouldn't, because they couldn't. They're not going to make a Montezuma's Revenge cabinet. Are you kidding me? The retailers wouldn't have that. The retailers are going to be like, really? No. But this is the kind of stuff that iiRcade has the ability to do that nobody else does. Right? Even this kind of thing, they're not going to make this stuff and go. They're not going to reach out to @Games, say, hey, we've got this, essentially an indie title remake kind of thing, right? They're not going to do that. Right? This is where iiRcade shines, and I think at this point in the game, people have to realize that. Like, if you are buying arcades because you want to play Pac-Man and Street Fighter, you're not buying an iiRcade, right? The iiRcade is going to give you games like Sydney Hunter, right? It's going to give you games like Dead Cells. This is the type of stuff that you're not going to get in Arcade 1-Up form. So people need to realize that iiRcade is a great complement. If you're building out an arcade and you want a multi-cade that can do different things, that can play console games, that can play indie games, that can have stuff specially customized and optimized for an arcade experience that maybe didn't have an arcade experience before. That's what the iiRcade is good at. That this right here, you're taking an old classic retro game, you've got the modern spin on it, it's being optimized for iiRcade. You're never going to see this in Arcade 1-Up. This is unique. This is what makes the iiRcade interesting. And I think, like Brad had pointed out in the past, like, this show is our chance to clap back at these guys. They don't get it. They don't get it. They don't understand what iiRcade is really trying to do. And this show gives us a chance to respond back to these types of hate, right? And the type of criticism and stuff. We can respond back and point these things out and point out why this is a great thing and what an awesome path that iiRcade is paving. I'm glad Mike Hawkhurts agrees with me there. That's all I have to say about it, apparently. I don't know.
Yeah, this is that was completely CT's segment, by the way, everyone. I know you heard Jeff go on and on for all those minutes, but that was CT's segment. And to be honest with you guys, there was like 6 minutes more on that CT cut out.
Yeah, that was the edit.
That
was the Jeff edit.
I went off on a. I can do that from time to time. So thank you for clipping that info out there. And we did miss the eagle. We should have put an eagle in there. But that pretty much sums up my thoughts on it. But here's the thing. Like, this was Jong's show, right? So he goes on for an hour about it, right? But other shows go out there. Like, one guy made 7 videos about Killer Instinct cabinet. Other people are making tons of videos about just a part of a game, like a feature of a game. It's like, so why can't Jong have an hour about one game that he's releasing? You know what I mean? And he interviewed the developer, and I thought that was a great interview.
Yeah. I mean, you can talk about going to the source. That's the person that created the game.
Right. It was a very interesting interview.
And he's one of us, I mean, he didn't just talk the talk. He actually walked the walk. I mean, he made that game.
When he was 17 years old, he made in assembly language, mind you. That's pretty impressive. Did you guys hear the part where he was talking about how in order to fit it into the however many kilobytes he needed it to be, he had to change all the variable names in the code from like descriptive words down to just one letter. Like, so the variables were like K, Q, R, you know, like, can you imagine how impossible it would be to read his code?
All right.
A lot of work put into that.
Absolutely.
So the next topic that we kind of had to talk about is along the same lines. Mikey, you showed that the game's on sale for $1.99 on Switch,
Yeah.
right? And there have been some people that have pointed this stuff out. Like, why would I spend $14.99? I can get it on Switch for $1.99, which is only a sale for like the next couple of weeks anyway, right?
All right.
The regular price is $14.99. So what do you guys think about that? About people saying, "Oh, you can get this on Steam, you can get this on Switch," you know, like they're not wrong, right?
Well, that's why I took that picture, even though now I see I completely talked about in the wrong segment. See, but
it depends on how you want to play it too. You know, do you want to play it on an arcade? I mean, do you want to play it, on your television? You know, it's really comes down to like, whatever makes you happy. You know, how do you want to play the game?
That's all. How many Street Fighters I got? I got a whole bunch. I can play it any type of way I want. Same thing with that. And we'll play it on the Switch. Bam! I play it on the Switch. Play it on the iiRcade. Bam! There it is. Same thing.
Yeah.
Well, and I'll also add, I mean, I haven't played it on Switch. I don't know if any of you guys have, but doesn't it have like some kind of motion controls with it? So, that's going to be a completely different experience than playing it on arcade controls, especially with the dual joysticks on the iiRcade. And that's a big part of the appeal to certain games is how they're going to play with the particular controls that you have.
Yeah. Okay. Let me put it to you this way. There's one first-person shooter on the iiRcade. I forget what it's called. Dead Effect 2. Anyway. Yeah. I didn't buy it because I don't want to play a first-person shooter on my arcade machine because that's dual sticks, and it's just I don't know. To me, it's all about the experience that you want to have. I wouldn't want to play a game like SimCity on an arcade machine. I don't even like playing that on the Super Nintendo. I'd rather play that on a PC with a mouse. But there are other games like Shmups. I want to play Shmups on my arcade. I don't want to play those on a different platform. So it's just all kind of like what experience are you going for? What do you want? That being said, I have a game like Teslagrad. I have that on Steam, but I bought it on iiRcade as well because I wanted to play it on my arcade machine. I wanted it to be there. Whereas a game like Reventure, I have on Steam and I didn't get on my iiRcade because I'd already kind of played through it and I didn't feel like I needed it on the arcade machine. So to each his own. If you want to play it on Switch and you don't want it on your arcade machine, go buy it on Switch while it's on sale, right? But if you want to play it on an arcade machine, you want that experience, then get it on the arcade machine. And I think that we overthink things, in my opinion.
All right.
Yeah, do what makes you happy, No FOMO. Isn't that right, CT Jason?
That's right. I don't believe in that. Don't get me started.
I can't take you seriously looking at that picture.
I'm focused right now. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Well, anybody else have anything to add to that topic of iiRcades on other platforms? Or should we move on to another game spotlight?
I think we've kind of wrapped it.
Okay. All right. Well, here's a game spotlight that I did for a game that is kind of a little bit different, but it's a shoot 'em up game called Space Bomber. Take a look. Hey guys, today we're taking a look at Space Bomber. Space Bomber was developed by Psycho, which, if that name sounds familiar to you, is probably because you've played some of their other games like the Strikers 1945 or Gunbird series. Those games, as well as some others, were made by Psycho, which tells you right off the gate, Psycho knows how to make shooter games. So don't discount this one just because it's ranked 163 in the game store. This is a hidden gem, in my opinion. Now, this was an arcade game that released in Japan only back in 1998. Graphically, you've got these kind of realistic scenic backgrounds, but you've got these goofy enemies that you're fighting. Everything from space squids and UFOs to dogs. This guy's a trash can. Turns into like an Optimus Prime, which is pretty cool. Here's another boss. This one's a bit of a ham. Seriously though, look how big this boss is. I mean, what a screen hog. So in the original arcade, you could play as a gold ship, which had like a spread shot. There was a blue ship that had a rapid fire shot. And there was a third ship, which was a polyomino Tetris piece. And it had a drill. Now, I think there might have been licensing issues with the Tetris thing. And so that's not the version that we got here. So you don't have that option on the iiRcade version, but it's still a fun game. The trick to this game is you want to use these special powers. Now, you don't have a bomb on your B button, but instead what you can do is you can use your go-go gadget arm.
Go-go gadget arms!
And you can use that claw to grab power-ups, or in most cases you want to use it to grab the enemies. And you'll be spending the first couple playthroughs of this game just kind of figuring out which enemies are best used to just kill, or which ones are good for using for their special power. Some of these special powers are pretty awesome against the bosses, and other ones are great for clearing waves out. Now, why would you want to use that to clear out a wave instead of just killing them? Well, because that's the trick to getting high scores in this game. Some of these special shots will do like spread shots that'll allow you to take out a whole wave, and when you do that, you can get all these money bags, which are worth a lot of points. So if you want to get on the leaderboards, guys, you gotta learn how to use these special powers and which ones to use when. This turtle has a cool special ability. When you stand under it, it protects you from bullets with its shield, or as I like to call it, a shelter. So anyway, guys, this one's $7.99 on the store. The difficulty ramps up pretty nicely. It's a nice curve where it starts out pretty simple and gets a little bit more difficult at the end trying to dodge all these bullets, but it kind of forces you to have to use those special powers in order to be successful at this game. I never really felt frustrated, though, that I was going to die immediately several times in a row or anything like that, like I have with other shooters. So it's not too incredibly difficult. It is rated T for teen, so keep that in mind because it's the typical Psycho cutscenes and stuff, but I don't think it's anything that's really much of a concern in this case, and no nudity or anything like that. So definitely this one's worth checking out on the store. Total game length will take you about 26 minutes start to finish. I want to see you guys on this leaderboard because this one's a lot of fun, and it takes a couple playthroughs to really master this one and figure out how to use those special powers, and it's a nice twist using that claw that's just different from other shooters that are out there, and I think that's why this is one that's worth checking out. So give it a go, guys. This is Space Bomber.
Space Bomber.
Space Bomber. Have you guys tried that one?
Oh,
I have not.
I have that one.
I have not. Nope. But you make me want to play it. Like, especially is that leaderboard pretty empty? I might have to go get it.
I haven't looked at it in a few days. I don't know. I'm not sure where we're at on the leaderboard on that one, but you guys should definitely try it out. It's different. You got to play it a couple of times to really get that mechanic and learn, like I said, which ones to grab and which ones to ignore. So I wanted to take a look. Akuma Rev had a comment here. He said, I'd like to see iiRcade. Look, see, Jason, I said it wrong. I would like to see.
You done messed up.
I done messed up.
That's it. You got to watch the public service announcement again.
Over. Okay, I would like to see iiRcade try for a subscription service to access all games per month. I think that would be a nice option for an annual price. Not sure the cost, but it may help us save on online costs. I have a huge opinion on this, but I want to know what you guys think about that.
I would pay, to be honest with you, to get access to all them games, depending on the price. I mean, all right, annually, what if it was like $75?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
$75. Yeah.
If it was like something like that, I'd probably get it too, just because they got a lot of good stuff. I mean,
what about guys like Gene the Fourth, who's already bought every single game? How do you think he would feel about that? He spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars on this game.
He'd be pretty salty. That's what it is. And it's not his fault. They wasn't doing it back then. If they changed the game up, it is what it is.
So that's the model that At Games uses
The
with their
jump
arcade
pads.
net, right? And I've been critical of that, but I don't know. I don't think I want that. I don't think I want a subscription service. I'm the kind of guy that like I want to own the CDs. I want to own the Blu-rays. I want to own the games, the cartridges and stuff. I don't want subscription services. I don't know. Maybe I'm just old school, but I like to own them myself.
I kind of like the a la carte system they have. You buy just what you want, you know? Like that's the problem. Like when you have something like, you know, CoinOps X on another system, you've got 5,000 games, but you've got to look through 5,000 games and decide which one of those 5,000 you want to play.
Right.
You know, the iiRcade is streamlined and all the games are optimized. So I like it. You pick just the games that you like. So in some ways it's better in that way. What do you guys think?
I absolutely I agree with you. I mean, if you don't have any kind of multicade with 1,000 games on it in your collection, then that's probably the route you're going to want to go for your first one. I mean, most of us probably went that route. But after you've had that and you've messed around with it, I 100% agree with Papa Brad there, because I do this streaming from an arcade 1-up cabinet, to be honest with you guys. I'll show it to you guys someday in a future video. But yeah, I'm actually sitting at an arcade 1-up cabinet that I've modded. And this thing has thousands of games on it. And I love it. I would never get rid of it. But is it my most played cabinet? No, it is not. I actually think 150, 200 tops is probably about the magic number you really want.
Or you want to at least be intimate, know those games, right? Like you select them. There are some people that I would bet have an iiRcade that only like certain genres of games, right? Maybe they're just like, I don't like these. All I like is beat 'em ups, or all I like is shmups. And if they have to get a subscription service, they're going to have hundreds of other games to sift through, and they just want just what they want, So I don't know. I like how they have it set up. I think if you want to do a subscription service, get in At Games. But I think if you want to do an a la carte purchase, cultivate the exact game.
And it's like you really build what you want. You want shmups, you buy all the shmups. You want beat 'em up games, you buy beat 'em up games. You kind of pick what you want. And I think that's a strength. You want modern games, you buy modern games. It's kind of allows you to, kind of make your own, it's not cluttered up. That's what I like about it.
They make it so they keep it alive. You know what I'm saying? The iiRcade. See, I did it right there. The iiRcade.
We're all working on it.
Because they'll keep on releasing games. So that's why I like it. You know what I mean? They might not have a whole bunch at one time, but it's going to get there. And I'll be patient.
Yeah. Now, I can see them doing a subscription service that would include online, or if they have certain games, right? So let's say they come out with some big titles, right? And online service. And so they have something where it's like, to get access to these online games and the online service, there's a subscription. I can see them doing something like that, but I can't see them saying this existing 300 games we have here, you can subscribe to do that, because because then why would anyone have bought all these games if they knew that was coming, right? So
how does developers make money off their games too?
Yeah, so I don't think I don't see them doing that. I don't see them saying all the games $775 a year every game, but I do see them potentially looking at additional services beyond that, or maybe specific games or whatever that are something that jukebox mode update, upgraded jukebox mode.
They can do it both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like having Nintendo Switches, you get a whole bunch of games, all older games. You know what I mean? Sega Genesis, whatever. Just like that, and then you can still buy games if you want.
Right. So let's say they have the ColecoVision, right? They have like a whole bunch of Coleco. What if they said, hey, we just got 50 Atari 2600 games. When you get the subscription service, which includes online play, you also will get access that's the only way to get access to those Atari 2600 library. Something like that. So there's some multiple incentives, but it doesn't take anything away from the people who have already spent, in some cases, hundreds of dollars on other games. So that being said, I personally don't want any subscription service. I just want it all to be free. But
I will say this though, to look at the flip side of the coin. I mean, if we're honest, I mean, obviously I love physical items as well. I mean, I'm old school like that. But when we look into the future, I mean, it does seem like streaming and things of that nature is the way of things. And so it's not incorrect for any company to start looking in that direction. That's probably the smarter choice.
Ranger 40 Source says the Switch got greedy with their online though, and it is backfiring. So
I like this comment. This is a really good one. I spend more time scrolling for titles on my modded system than I do playing. And that is what I was talking about.
With that.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of times when you have these like multi-cades that have thousands
I have
of
everything,
games,
but then I have to pick, it's like
I like swimming through it like Scrooge McDuck and a whole bunch of coins. You know what I'm saying? I like the option. It feels good.
It is good.
We might need to see that for the next episode. A picture of Jason Voorhees swimming through McDuck's money.
Definitely too. And the thing is, iiRcade, it complements your arcade. If you have a multi-cade with thousands of games, an iiRcade's just going to complement that. If you have arcade machines that are set to be a single game or a small group of games, I mean, it kind of all goes together.
Yeah.
Well,
so
and when it comes to the iiRcade specifically, like optimization. Now this is something that I've talked with you guys about behind the scenes quite a bit. But like I was saying, the cabinet that I'm sitting here streaming out of, that's got a PC hooked up to it, that has thousands of games on it. MAME, for example. I love that emulator. Who doesn't love that emulator? But the problem with it is that you can't save every single settings to MAME how you want it. So,
and it's not friendly too. Like if I have someone in my arcade, I mean, like it's just not real friendly for the user.
Like for example, like we all have our scanline options that we like. So on MAME, it gives you the default scanline option, and you can go in and change it and make it look as beautiful as you want it to look, which is great. But it doesn't save that setting, which is super frustrating. So every game I load up, I got to go into it and fiddle with it, or I have to deal with the stock settings that I don't like. So that's one of the things, whether you're talking about iiRcade or Arcade 1-Up or whatever, the fact that the optimization that these companies have put into the products is important. And that's coming from somebody that is a modder. So
we need that music in the background again, the patriotic music and the well, no, all great points, and thank you, Akuma Rev, for bringing up that topic. I think you struck a chord with a lot of us here. We all had something to say about that. CT Jason, are we doing a giveaway today? I forgot to mention this. You got some hard cold cash to give out?
I know somebody can guess this item. We need to do another giveaway. I got a special one. Whoever gets this item, you gonna win $20.
$20, hard cold cash. Okay.
Money. Wow.
Get ready, you guys. If you don't know this, you probably can Google it. So get your fingers out. This is fastest fingers.
Fastest fingers.
Whoever we see in the chat first going to win that $20 hard cold cash. Here we go.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's time for us to play Can You Guess It? And right here, I got a whole bunch of collectibles that I've come across over the years. And right now, we're going to see if you can guess one of those items. And if you can, the first person to type it in wins $20. So, folks, let me think which item is going to be today. Alright, this character is from a cartoon in the 80s. It's based off the main character. It's a variation. It was a special release by a certain food company. The pure existence of this figure is a mystery. come on now. What is the full name of this character? All right, who's got it? Who's going to guess? Who's got the answer today? Nope, you're all wrong. Ding, ding, ding. We got a winner.
We got a
You
winner.
just won $20.
Congratulations, Herb Wars.
That's Herb Wars.
Herb Wars.
Yeah.
With the deep He-Man knowledge.
Did anyone actually have one of these from a Wonder Bread?
Really cool.
He know that answer. That's what I'm curious. Did he Google it or did he know it?
I'm thinking he knew it because it was quick, man. It was he got it in there quick.
He didn't have time to Google that.
Now,
don't
CT,
think so.
I got a question for you.
What's up?
Where did you get that figure from? Is that an authentic one? I mean,
Now that, you know, I should let it be a mystery, but no, I made it. I made it off of one of the newer ones they made. I colored his hair in with a magic marker. Bada bing, bada boom. I got Wonder Bread He-Man.
because
There it is.
just so you guys know, when he showed us this segment, and I'm like, what the heck is it? None of us knew, and so he sent us a video to watch, and I'm watching it, and it gave me a bunch of information about the legend of the Wonder Bread He-Man.
Still didn't know what it was.
At the end of it, I'm like, but is it real? Like, what's going on here?
Herb Wars says
Oh,
his brother is a toy collector and a video game collector. That's probably how he knew
that's
it.
a huge advantage. He's probably going to do well in all of these.
That
He's
man's
gonna
going
be
to
a rich
wake up
man.
every week. I'm just going to be paying you directly.
Put him on the payroll.
There you go, Herb. Wait, we have a payroll? What?
Really?
Herb Wars, get in
I'm
touch
gonna
with
sign up.
CT Jason, and he will hook you up with your $20. So,
You contact me on a video or something. We'll figure it out.
all right. Well, I think that's about all we got. Brad, you want to take us home?
No, before we go, we gotta say, Papa Brad, we have some ideas that we have in store. Get off my camera there. You're blocking
Yeah,
me.
CT.
I'm sorry. Oopsie doopsie.
He let the new guy in. This is what he does, But well, where was my train of thought? Oh, we have some ideas in store for some fun things we want to do with our community posts among, not just the iiRcadians and but all of our personal channels as well. So we need to get Papa Brad and the iiRcadians over that 500 mark, everyone. So come on, let's make it happen so we can start having some fun in the community posts. And then
Once he hits 500, he can do community posts. He can't do that until he hits 500. He's close. Where are you at, Brad? Are you at 470 or something?
476, I think, or in the 470s. So I'm close.
So everybody head over to Papa Brad's. We'll wait. We'll be here. Just go ahead and just open a new tab. Go to Papa Brad's Gaming. Maybe we can throw a link in the chat. So
well, it's
everybody
on the
can
YouTube
subscribe.
page.
Oh, it's in the description down below. Just go down to the description. It's right down there.
Yeah, there's all kind of stuff on my YouTube. I do arcade tours, and I cover all different brands. I cover everything. So
Brad is legit.
So
Brad is legit. Let's get him up there. Past 500. Let's get it.
Are you giving us gang signs?
if you don't know what it is, I'm not going to tell you.
It sounds like it looks like MC Hammer to me.
So is that about it? Is that? Are we about?
I think
done?
that's what we got for
Let
the
us
show.
come cigar.
we had a special something to bring us out. Something
Let's
special.
let's close it out with something special. Mikey, what are we looking at here?
What you got, brother?
I just want to say this is just a little tease. Now go watch Put Your Quarters on the Glass tomorrow night to see the full thing. And then after Rev premieres it on his channel, I will be having it live on my channel for everyone to catch as many times as they want if you want to watch it more than once. But anyways, we're just going to go with this little teaser. So play the clip, everyone.
on the lobbies and the lobbies on my mind. Rolling down the street, home from Loma with my big blue. Laid back, with my mind on the lobbies and the lobbies on my mind. With so much drama in the community, it's kind of hard being Iron Mikey J. But I somehow, some way, keep coming up with funky, fresh videos nearly every single.
That was awesome. That was awesome.